Hey! Okay, I keep getting these emails about my asthma because I talk a lot about how trauma equals health problems. And when you go through trauma of child sexual abuse, neglect, rape, domestic violence, simply having jerks as a parent, trauma, it leads directly into health problems. And I started addressing my own health problems of asthma when I started working on the survivor manual and showing people that you're not crazy and you're not just sick, and there's ways to actually get better when you address the core issues. So I started addressing my own asthma, and then I went to this kinesiology. If anybody knows kinesiology, they test your muscles like this. They'll do muscle testing. So I'm at this I call them all my wackadoodle healers. And there's this one woman, Alice Grob, who I went, I'll put a link to her, and she was doing kinesiology, and she was testing my body, and she's like, oh yeah, you have problems with your lungs, and your lungs are stifled, and she's like, she's like, three, yeah, definitely three, there's something happened at three, and she's like, six. It's all about how your muscles react to things. Who knows? It's everything shows up in your body. She goes like this. Did something happen when you were age 3 and age 6 that could have caused you to not be able to breathe? And I'm like, yeah, there was something. There was just this little thing that would have caused me to not be able to breathe, called oral sex, maybe, as a little child. Not even oral sex, it's more like oral violation. Shouldn't even call it sex. And so, of course, I was like, boo! When I first heard that. And then it set me on this path of addressing how the fact that we all get sick because of trauma, right? So I have really bad asthma. So I went on this huge, I'm going to go on a crusade to cure myself of asthma. And I will say that over the past year, well, almost 2 years now that I've been working on that, I have learned to really, really control my asthma. And I learned techniques and breathing techniques that I can share where I can control it. But I will say that I was unable to actually cure it because it is so related to trauma, in my opinion now, that, for example, when I have little kids, this has happened to me many times where I have a little kid tell me their story, and in the matter of 3 minutes, not even, I'm like, and I'm searching for my little inhalers and my discs and the whole little steroid pumps and all that stuff. So I will say that it's really smart to not get rid of all those meds and have them as a backup. But there's a lot of different ways to do breathing techniques and meditation techniques and prayer techniques, I believe, that have helped me a lot, that get you centered back where you're not going into panic, because panic is what leads you into the asthma. There's many other illnesses, like, for example, my sister had fibromyalgia, and I've heard that a lot. I've heard chronic migraines, chronic bowel problems, stomach problems, fainting spells, seizures that are not, there's not even really a seizure, it's more like a massive body flashback, like body memory. Oh gosh, I've actually witnessed that, and that was really intense. So there's a lot of things that trauma causes, and so to the answer, I've gotten 5 emails over the past couple of days about my asthma and had I been cured or not, because asthmatics asking me that, and I would say, keep your meds, don't land up in the hospital. I actually ended up in the hospital when I was like, no, I'm not, I'm going to cure it. I'm going to battle this out. And I ended up on a breathing machine in the hospital. Oops. So I will say, I hate to say that, but I mean, there are times when, it's good to keep the meds. There are ways, breathing techniques that I will share, and I'll put links to I have other videos of breathing techniques and whatever. Yeah. Because it's all about awareness, but it's all about getting better. Because, the more that we get better, the more that stronger we are, and the more we can unite and really do something about it. Because we're about ready to do something real big here coming up in about 6 months. Yeah.